I love Pixar movies. Everyone loves Pixar movies. I'd love to work at Pixar. Everyone would love to work at Pixar. I can't say that I've loved the video games that came from Pixar movies or any other movies. I can count on one hand the number of movies that have a decent video. Wall-E is the story of a little robot on Earth. The robot's name is Wall-E. He was built by a company called BNL, by and large, and left here to clean up the planet while we humans relax on a long space cruise. The movie is cute and funny. It's amazing how much they could communicate by pantomime. The adventure of this little robot makes for a great children's movie, and there's plenty for adults to enjoy as well. Some movies are so good that people want to interact with the characters and really be immersed in the movie settings. Thus, we now have Wall-E, the video game. Like I said, there are few movie-based video games that are worthwhile. I should have known what I was in for when the title screen came up on my PSP. It wasn't level. That is to say, some intern at THQ needed to rotate the bitmap graphic a little more clockwise so it would be level. Wall-E started off poorly, and it didn't get much better. Wall-E, the video game, basically follows the movie script scene by scene. There are subtle differences to accommodate gameplay, but basically you roll through 27 levels driving around and shooting things with occasional stops at control panels to solve simple puzzles. That's about it. Seriously. The game quickly dissolves into a repetitive marathon lacking any of the creativity normally found in the Pixar studios. There are numerous problems with Wall-E on the PSP. The controls are as frustrating as possible. Frequently, you will accidentally drive Wall-E right off a cliff. That would be a merciful end to your day of gaming. But if you are like me, you are task-oriented and you like complete things. To cross them off your to-do list, masochists, all of us. Additionally, as frequently as the problem with these types of games, the third-person view camera angle just makes it easier to make Wall-E fall off a cliff. The camera floats around, and at the most inconvenient time, it will move so what was original your straight-up movement is now off to the right, and then off a cliff. As with most movie-based games, there are a wealth of cutscenes to set up the chapters of the game. The cutscenes in Wall-E almost take as long as completing some of the levels. The graphics in the cutscenes are usually better than what you'll find during the gameplay. Wall-E includes several mini-games taken from chapters in the main game. Some of the games are for ad hoc multiplayer, where another player in the room must also have Wall-E on their PSP. The championship minigames allow you to play up to 4 players, taking turns on the same PSP. Also included are 2 bonus videos, the Wall-E movie trailer and Pixar Changing of the Light Bulb Wall-E preview. There is also an unlockable concept art gallery and easy access to all the cutscenes from the game. The graphics for Wall-E are okay, but not much more than okay. There are plenty of jaggies and clipping issues. The third-person camera angle is flawed, but how many games actually get that right? Wall-E is not up to the graphic level of God of War or Tekken, but it's not as bad as some other games. Wall-E uses the same sounds as the movie. As in the movie, Wall-E doesn't have much for dialogue, mostly just chirps and occasional spoken names. However, the video game takes it down a notch by incorporating what probably has to be one of the most annoying songs in the history of animated movies. BNL has kind of a retro theme song which plays frequently during the game and menu screens. At first, it's kind of helpful to enhance environment by knowing the mentality of the people in the story. But soon, in an effort to save as many of your brain cells as possible, your thumb will involuntarily press the volume down button repeatedly. Wall-E goes through the movie chapter by chapter with simple puzzles and frustrating controls. The value in this game is it might keep your kids quiet in the back seat for a few hours. That is, until they get so frustrated by the control scheme. Then you will be cursing the name of Pixar. It's really the game developer's fault, but Wall-E will always be thought of as a Pixar movie, so they'll have to take the heat. Is it really that difficult to make a decent game from a great movie? Pixar is a name that, when spoken, people know exactly what they are going to get. Pixar is the name of high-quality movies, entertaining characters, and fun stories. I certainly would expect someone from Pixar actually played this game before approving it for consumers. The Pixar name on the product makes people assume they are going to get a Pixar quality video game. Too bad a game this boring and frustrating ever saw the light of day. If you absolutely must have a Wall-E game, look at the PS3 or Xbox 360 versions instead. The gameplay might be the same, but at least you can enjoy the graphics on those consoles.
Collect laser charges to recharge your laser. Welcome to the By and Large Laser Charge Dispenser. You're all clear. Scanning, By and Large checkup. Phase 10. Prepare for the charge level checkup. Use sunbeams to recharge. Phase 11. Prepare for the path clearing proficiency checkup. You'll have to destroy the B&L crates. Scanning, By and Large checkup. Phase 12. Accessing previously unvisited areas and activating objects will let you get where you need to be. Congratulations! You have completed all By and Large checkups. Your attention, please. All Wall-E bots are required to seek shelter immediately. Once again, all Wall-E bots must seek shelter immediately.